Hi, I'm Ian Kirkpatrick. I'm a professor in public management at the University of York, and I'm really looking forward to attending this year's FMLM conference in March, where I'm going to talk about why we need managers and leaders in the NHS. Well, very briefly, what I'm going to talk about is the following. As you probably know, managers, management, leadership, it's constantly in the media spotlight. Even though the NHS is struggling, the media and many politicians still see managers as part of the problem, not part of the solution. Managers are denigrated, they're criticised for being bureaucrats, interfering with clinical priorities, taking attention away from the work that really needs to be done. What I'm going to argue, maybe controversially or not, is that this is largely a myth, and I think in order to improve the NHS, we need to get beyond it. So what I'm going to do in the presentation is draw on my own research and the research of others and address sort of 5 central themes. I'm going to first of all talk a bit about what we understand by the terms managers, management, leading, administration, bureaucracy, because I think we need to get some clarity in terms of what the terminology is and what we mean by these words. Then I'm going to talk about this question about why it is that managers are under the spotlight, not just recently, but for many years now. Despite attempts to introduce management into the NHS since the early 1980s, managers themselves have been constantly criticised. Why is this? Then I'm going to look at the latest evidence, drawing on my own research and that of others, on whether the NHS is overmanaged, and I'll conclude conclusively that it isn't overmanaged. In fact, the opposite might be true. I will then talk a little bit about, what managers contribute. How might managers and more effective management and leading enhance performance? And what is the evidence base for this, including the evidence base for medical leadership or clinical leadership more generally? And I'm going to look at why managers can contribute, what they actually do that makes a difference. Finally, I'm going to finish off by talking about the future, the next steps. What policy solutions could address some of the concerns that I raised in the presentation, and how realistic are those solutions given the current climate of the NHS? Anyway, I won't talk more. That's just a brief summary. Really looking forward to seeing you in March, and I hope you can attend this presentation. Thanks very much.